So I've been very bad about making videos lately, and it's not because nothing's been happening. It's just the fact that I've been super busy. Um, some things that have been going on, all 28 eggs that I had died on day 17, or by day 17 when I candled them again. So, I found out that, obviously too late, but I found out that we were having some humidity issues with the incubator. So that's what ended up happening to those, which is really upsetting because those were trinkets babies with Flappy, and the fact that Flappy died, there's no way to reproduce those. So that was a little distressing, to say the least. But you guys know that I won the incubator from the Fuels Homestead blog 10,000 subscriber giveaway, and I won it on a Friday and had it on my front doorstep by Tuesday morning. So it was fast. And I will tell you, I'm not being paid to say this. I'm not being compensated in any way. This is literally just my opinion. It's the Brincia Mini Eco. And I have to say, I really like this thing. Like, if you are brand new to hatching eggs, which I am, it is like very dummy proof. I read the instructions, and it literally just said to put water in it and plug it up. So I was like, surely it can't be that easy, but it really is. I plugged it up, turned it on, and it's perfect temperature, perfect humidity. I let it run for 3 days to see if we had any fluctuation before I started trying to put eggs in it, and no changes. So I'm really, really happy. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the incubator. I really like it so far. The only con that I feel like I have found, and even that's not that big of a con, is just the floor where you put the eggs is really slick. So like your eggs are rolling around. So I wasn't really happy with that, but a simple piece of that like rubbery material that you can get for like a roll for like $1 fixes it. I just wish they would have given it a little bit more texture so it's not rolling. Otherwise, I'm not having any issues with it. I love the incubator, so we'll see what happens. We'll see how well it hatches out chicks and quail. Another thing was the quail. I told you guys that my button quail was not laying. She must have heard me talking smack about her because she literally laid the next day. And then the funny part is the day after that, she laid 2 eggs in one day. Like, I didn't even know that was physically possible, but she did it. So in a 5-day space of time, she laid 6 eggs. So I went ahead and we revved up this incubator, and I have got quail eggs going, my little button quail. My cousin was the one who I was incubating the 28 eggs for. And obviously, because they all died, I got 6 more eggs, and I have those in the incubator as well. So, all that being said, we're going to see how well this incubator incubates. And I'm really hoping, I don't know if you guys have looked, or if you want to look, you can Google it, what a button quail looks like when it first hatches. It's the size of a bumblebee, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm really excited to see this little fuzzy cuteness. So that's that about that. The garden, the update on the garden is everything has been harvested, everything has died, and just it's run its course with the exception of the tomatoes. They are still going crazy. And I don't know why everything harvested so quickly. Like, my garden bloomed, harvested, and was gone like very quickly. Maybe that's normal, I don't know, but that's what happened. So we mowed down everything and cleared it back down, except for the tomatoes. They're still there, and as soon as they are completely done, we'll of course move them out too, and we're going to retill everything. All of the chicken manure, the bedding, the horse manure, everything that I've had in that barn is going to go out and be tilled into the ground, so it will not be for waste. I'm trying to think. Canning, I have pretty much canned everything that we've harvested with the exception of some tomatoes and what's left on the vines. As soon as they're ripened, I will can everything. I'm probably going to go back to the Amish market and get some more things to can because I love canning. I'm having a blast doing it. I didn't think I would like it as much as I do, but I really like it. A few videos back, I told you guys about going to the Amish market and I got watermelon jelly and how much I loved it. my watermelon came in, so I made watermelon jelly, and it turned out right. Like I was surprised at myself, but it actually worked. I've made peach butters, I've made pickles and salsa and all kinds of stuff. So I'm really having a good time canning. So I will continue to buy fruits and vegetables. My next project is some apples. So we are going to go to an orchard that's nearby and get some apples. So all of that is what's happening with the garden. As far as the quail, you know, I told you last time that I was kind of on quail. I wasn't sure what I was going to do just quite yet, because I knew that I needed money to redo the cages and yada yada. And my husband actually, in all of his infinite wisdom, he's always my voice of reason, he said, you know, why don't you just let them run loose inside the barn just like you did the chickens? And I was like, do people even do that? And so I looked it up, and lo and behold, people do that. So we will be hatching Caturnix quail, and they will be going out in the barn. I will actually do a video and show you guys us renovating and cleaning out the barn and taking out all the old junk that's in there, and putting in new bedding and setting it up for quail. I'm gonna aim for about 25 to 30 quail. I don't think that that's too many. I think that's actually plenty. So so that's what's going to happen with the quail. We're going to go ahead and move forward with it. Here's the other thing too. This is something else that I had been wanting to tell you guys. For the rest of this season, for the rest of fall, and for the winter, actually, we are going to stay where we are. And I have obviously used this season, this year, and I keep saying season, and I'm not talking about the physical spring, summer, fall, winter type season. I'm talking about like the season of our lives. I've used this to learn some skills that I will need, because starting after the spring of next year, my husband and I will be completely debt free with the exception of the mortgage of our house. So the goal is going to be that after that is said and done, probably towards summer, we are going to start looking for raw land. We're going to look for, we've got a lot of stuff in mind. It has to be a certain amount of acreage. We're obviously going to make sure it's not restricted in any way. We are going to make sure it has good access to roads. It's not too terribly far from his job, great water source, that kind of thing. Because even though my husband is not all about homesteading, he's also a very supportive person, and he's all on board for me doing this. And he's super encouraging, and he wants to be able to provide for us the type of space that we need for me to fulfill what I feel is right for us. And he's fine with it. He loves it. He's just not going to be out there touching animals. You got to know my husband. He's just not going to be out there, you know, messing with animals. But all that being said, so that is what we're going to be doing. And here's the funny part. You know, we talk all the time about preppers and off-gridders and, you know, homesteaders and what the difference is and all this other stuff. And most people are like, you know, in an emergency situation or, you know, in this crisis mode and all this stuff. And there's going to be a very large chance that from the time of selling our house to our new home, whether it be a cabin, whether it be a mobile home, whether it be, you know, a modular home, whatever we finally decide on, because we've still not decided on anything, while this is being built, we have nowhere to stay per se. So there's a very good chance that we are going to be living completely off grid, almost like in a camping style, until our house is ready. Yeah. So, if you guys are following along, you may very well see like true blue, no running water, no nothing, like the bare essentials off grid. Or it may be that we stay in an RV, or it may be that we stay with my mom. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. So you might get a really fun tutorial at my expense on how to like literally go from everything to nothing. So that's just kind of the update, what we've been doing, what's going on. I promise you guys, I swear, I will, pinky swear, I will start making more videos and stop being a lazy bum. It's not that I'm trying to be lazy, it's just that we're busy with school. But I will be more on videos for the next little bit. And so that's what I wanted to tell you. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss none of our action. Follow us on Facebook. We're on Instagram. I love you guys. Hope you have a great rest of the week. See you later.